y le doy la palabra al representante de la República de Corea.
Mr. President, at the outset, I'd like to commend the leadership of Spain in both organizing this timely open debate and delivering the 2016 Comprehensive Review Report. With the target year of 2021 fast approaching for achieving full implementation of Resolution 1540, this retrospective yet simultaneously forward-looking review is critical in assessing how far we have come over the past 5 years. In this regard, my delegation is honored to co-sponsor Resolution 2325. Mr. President, since its adoption in 2004, Resolution 1540 has successfully mobilized the international community to combat WMD proliferation by non-state actors, with nearly 10,000 measures in place in the Resolution 1540 matrices this year. This means that more than 50 measures have been taken by each member state, a significant achievement indeed. However, challenges from non-state actors, including terrorist groups and violent extremists who seek to obtain WMD materials and their means of delivery for malicious purposes, continue to rise at breakneck speed. Recent advancements in science, technology, and international commerce have lowered the threshold for these actors. Increasing reports on the potential detonation of dirty bombs and other attempts to acquire nuclear materials by dangerous actors alarm us every day. Recently, the use of mustard gas by ISIL in Syria was identified by the UN OPCW Joint Investigative Mechanism. Against this backdrop, I would like to make the following 3 points for further consideration in our joint efforts in combating WMD proliferation to non-state actors. First, it is essential to raise awareness on Resolution 1540 by enhancing our outreach activities. Indeed, given the extensive nature of the obligations imposed by the resolution, ensuring a strong link between each and every stakeholder, including the industry, academia, and civil society, will certainly be a key to success. In this regard, in recent years, the Republic of Korea has actively supported the 1540 Committee's outreach events held in Phnom Penh, London, Seoul, Kathmandu, Wiesbaden, Santiago, and Addis Ababa through its contribution to the Trust Fund for Global and Regional Disarmament Affairs. And last September in Seoul, we successfully hosted the first Regional Wiesbaden Conference for Industry Outreach, which was attended by public and private sector participants from Asia, Europe, and the United States. Second, the Security Council is not alone in promoting Resolution 1540, and we should maximize synergy effects by enhancing cooperation with and building upon the achievements of various international organizations and initiatives. This year, my government is privileged to concurrently chair both the NSG and the MTCR. This is unprecedented in the history of export control regimes. The Republic of Korea views this double chairmanship as a token of trust from the international community for our commitment and capability to reinforce the non-proliferation regime, and thus feels a great sense of responsibility. In these capacities, we will continue to work closely with the 1540 Committee to strengthen the non-proliferation regime. Third, while ensuring full implementation of Resolution 1540, we must also scale up our actions to enable this prevention mechanism to better respond to the evolving nature of threats posed by non-state actors. Expanding our current non-proliferation architecture to encompass cyber terrorism or radiological threats, which are of growing interest to violent extremists, among others, is essential in moving the ongoing process forward. For example, the Nuclear Security Summit process significantly advanced the concept of nuclear security as a public good and endowed the United Nations and its specialized agency, the IAEA, with a central role in further strengthening the nuclear security. As the chair of the 2012 Nuclear Security Summit and the 2016 IAEA International Conference on Nuclear Security, Korea remains committed to working closely with the international community to harness the political momentum and channel it into concrete actions that directly strengthen Resolution 1540's ongoing efforts to prevent nuclear terrorism. Mr. President, faced with the imminent threat posed by the DPRK's nuclear and missile programs, as well as the consequential threats of its WMD proliferation, the Republic of Korea attaches great importance to the global non-proliferation regime. With 2 nuclear tests conducted this year alone and technical advancement in its delivery means being accelerated throughout 24 test launches of various types of missiles, North Korea is now nearing the final stage of nuclear weaponization. As such, North Korea's nuclear program is the single gravest threat to the international non-proliferation regime. Given Pyongyang's track record in the illicit arms trade and black market smuggling, a cash-strapped country like North Korea could certainly be a willing supplier of WMD materials or technology to non-state actors. I'd like to underscore the fact that only through the denuclearization of North Korea can we dismiss this proliferation concern, and this will be critical in achieving full implementation of Resolution 1540. In closing, Mr. President, I would like to reassure you that the Republic of Korea remains committed to the full and universal implementation of Resolution 1540. We will continue to work closely with the 1540 Committee in the future. Thank you very much.
Le agradezco al representante de la República de Corea su intervención y le